Hey, what's up, guys? It's Whiskins here. Today we're just gonna go over just quick wacky things. I'm gonna show you a couple made and a couple of misses on the wackies, and then I'll just say like what I look through on the when I'm clicking the wacky. So a lot of the times I'll put my clicker in wacky's mouth, basically in his mouth, and it will change depending on your computer speed and your mouse speed and all that. But I'll put it in his mouth, and I want to click on him. I want my mouse to physically, the input will click when his mouth comes back and hits that mouse. So I'll put that mouse higher or lower depending on where I want that, where I think I'm hitting the spot. So if I feel like I'm hitting that spot, which okay, I nailed that click, and then oh he was a little lower than I wanted him to be. I will I'll raise my mouse up and do that. So these are just basic go right here just to see what we got. Kind of struggling in these, to be honest with you. Some people have said use like a shadow. I just use Wacky himself. I use clicking on his mouth. That feels like it works for me. Um, just when he drops down, click on the mouth. Click on the mouth. Right. So this one is just a quick. These are like a good versus bad. You can barely tell the difference. That's that first cloud. That's a cloud we just showed. Here's another one. The top cloud. Just you cannot really tell at all. That's that cloud. And then you will be able to notice now on the bounce. You can tell I put a yellow line there. There's a big difference between where he drops and all that. Now here, the last clue, or the last thing I went for, is a setting called color filters. I use a red-green with a red weak. It makes it easier to decipher his mouth from his body. All right, so now I'm just going to show you guys a couple slowed down clips. This is a 595, so a good one. Clicking in his mouth, trying to press on it as like I want that input happening when his mouth comes back. Again, you can change that, but this is 585. A good bounce, but you could tell it wasn't the best, especially if you compare it to now this clip. This is basically a 602. It basically clips that cloud, kind of has a higher arcing at that highest point cloud, hits the middle, and you're going to slide in right. Oh, 600. Look at all those flags right there. But again, I mean, I think I find it important to emphasize, you're really just trying to hit that first cloud, that just clip it just a little bit because it's so hard. The 580 versus 600 or 590 versus 600, it's such a small difference. Just try to keep it consistent. Eventually, you'll get a 600.